Top 10 reasons the Taxpayer Advocate Service believe we are in for even worse tax refund delays going into the 2022 tax filing season. I also have the latest numbers reported on irs.gov on the amount of tax returns and amended tax returns still waiting to be processed. Welcome back, everyone. So happy to have you back. Let's get started with number one. This information is being shared from taxpayeradvocate.irs.gov. Number one is processing and refund delays. Excessive processing and refund delays harms taxpayers. As the IRS is preparing to begin the 2022 filing season, it is poised to carry over millions of unprocessed returns and millions of taxpayer correspondence, resulting in even longer delays for taxpayers who have been waiting patiently for their 2019 and 2020 tax return. Now, here is the tax refund update as of January 14, 2022. The IRS reported they have 6 million unprocessed individual returns that needs correction due to the recovery rebate credit amount validation of the 2019 income used to figure the earned income tax credit and additional child tax credit. The amount of amended tax returns that are still waiting to be processed is 2.3 million on processed forms 1040X. Now, if you review the last week tax refund update, the numbers were the same. So the IRS did not decrease these numbers within the last week update. Now, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, to add complexity to the situation, when taxpayers who receive the advanced child tax credit payments in 2021, you will now have the issue of reconciling your payments correctly based on what you have already received and the credit you can claim on your 2021 tax return. That is very important. If you get those numbers mixed up or wrong, it can and will flag your return for manual review and correction. Make sure you are checking for letter 649. Check out the income tax refund playlist on how you can properly reconcile your advanced child tax credit payments. If you do not receive the letter 649, you can log into your IRS account and check the child tax credit portal to see the amount of advanced child tax credit payment that you received in 2021, so you know how much you can claim on your 2021 tax return. Now, number two is IRS recruitment, hiring, and training. The lack of sufficient and highly trained employees impedes effective tax administration. The IRS budget was reduced by nearly 20% in inflation adjusted dollars from 2010 to 2021. The IRS lost over 33,000 full-time employees. Over the past year, the IRS faced several additional staffing related challenges. The IRS saw a spike in call volume, resulting in the lowest level of customer service on record, and we know that so many of you still have not been able to speak with the IRS. But if you check my video pinned in the comment section, tips to speak with the IRS, and you are persistent in redialing and following those steps, you will be able to speak with someone at the IRS office, all right, including additional online capabilities and personnel. Staffing challenges also impacted all other aspects of the IRS operations and negatively affected me and you, the taxpayer. taxpayer, from pre-filing services to return processing, as well as exam and collection activities. We, the taxpayer, have not received the level of service needed and deserve. The IRS, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, can and must improve internal hiring and recruitment processes. However, even if the IRS perfects its internal processes, the external limitations on the IRS still pose challenges difficult to overcome without additional support by Congress. The Department of the Treasury, the Office of Personnel Management, and the National Treasury Employees Union. Once the IRS hire the increased employees, they will then need significant training, which takes time and requires dedicated resources. The IRS will need to sustain multi-year funding and more hiring flexibilities to build the proper workforce moving into the future. Now, number 3 deals with telephone and in-person service. Taxpayers face significant challenges reaching IRS representatives due to the long-standing deficiencies due to the pandemic. IRS phone services has gone from bad to worse, with calls reaching an all-time high and an all-time low in customer service. This inadequate phone service is a disadvantage for us as taxpayers, and it harms tax compliance. The IRS, however, is attempting to implement technological improvements in accordance with the goals of the Taxpayer First Act, and is hoping to hire additional and much needed customer service representatives. Now, number 4 deals with transparency and clarity. The IRS lacks proactive transparency and fails to provide timely and accurate and clear information. The IRS is not consistently transparent and does not provide clear and timely information about what taxpayers need to know, leaving many confused and frustrated. For example, taxpayers could not access stats details of IRS operations, such as filing season backlog, delayed refunds, returns pulled for inconsistencies, or delayed amended tax return processing. Number 5 is filing season delays. Millions of taxpayers experience difficulties and challenges in the 2021 filing season. The 2021 filing season, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, it is one of the most challenging filing season experienced by millions of taxpayers. Millions of taxpayers did not receive refunds timely or updates and adequate information regarding their delays, and it has been extremely difficult to reach customer service representatives. The 2021 filing season caused tremendous confusion, frustration for taxpayers, and infringed on our taxpayer rights and eroded taxpayer trust and confidence in the taxpayer system. It certainly has done that, because it is unacceptable that people are still waiting for not only 2020 tax returns but 2019 tax returns. The IRS should have better practices in place to hire emergency situations like this. Waiting over a year for a tax refund is unacceptable and unexcusable. Number 6, online accounts. IRS online accounts do not have sufficient functionality and integration with existing tools to meet the needs of taxpayers. The severe disruption in IRS operations resulting from COVID-19 pandemic forced IRS to deploy a number of online services and capabilities. Unfortunately, many of these services were designed as standalone portals with limited functionality. The IRS has yet to develop and adopt a one-stop solution for online and digital services. A truly robust IRS online account system would transform tax administration. Now, number 7 says digital communications. Digital communications tools are too limited, making communication with the IRS unnecessarily difficult. To address those challenges and to improve productivity and efficiency, digital communication tools are vital for the IRS to apply service to taxpayers. During the pandemic, the IRS made it easier for taxpayers to do things such as securely sign in and submit documents electronically, receive answers to questions through text chat, and access a limited service through a mobile device. So they did improve on some of the mobile services during this year. Now, digital communication tools are easy to find, understand, and use. They help ensure us as taxpayers the right to quality service through clear and easily understandable communications. However, the IRS must also maintain mail, telephone, and in-person service option for those who are not comfortable navigating online. Many people are not comfortable or do not know how to navigate online services, so they still need customer service working properly, as well as the ability to schedule in-person appointments. And check out my video on how to schedule an in-person appointment pinned in the tax refund playlist. Now, number 8 is e-filing barriers. Electronic filing barriers increase taxpayers' burden, causing processing delays and waste of IRS resources. During the 2021 filing season, about 91% of individual returns and about 69% of business returns were e-filed. While e-filing significantly benefits both taxpayers and IRS, the IRS still receives a significant number of paper returns. Paper returns require manual processing, which leads to processing delays and potential errors because someone have to manually enter those mail returns into the system, and they can make errors while entering that information, which can cause a delay in your return being processed. So try to file electronically and avoid paper returns to reduce delays and increase your chances of getting your tax return on time. The inability to file tax forms, schedules, and attachments and other documents negatively impact both taxpayer and the IRS. And the taxpayer suggestion is the IRS should remove barriers and think outside the box and provide all taxpayers the opportunity to e-file their returns to lessen the delays and burdens associated with paper returns and free up resources to taxpayers who file electronically. In essence, if they do not have a high amount of paper returns, they can put that staff to process the electronic returns and complete your tax returns, resulting in you getting your tax refund much faster. Now, number 9 deals with correspondence audits. Low-income taxpayers encounter communication barriers that hinder audit resolution, leading to increased burden and downstream consequences for taxpayers. More than half of the taxpayers subject to correspondence audits has been people of low income below 50,000, but they say they are targeting the high earners and those that are avoiding paying taxes, but here they are targeting people with income below 50,000, and most of these low income taxpayers claim the earned income tax credit, and that is why so many who claim the credits are still waiting on their tax refund, because the IRS is doing correspondent audits on those tax returns. These taxpayers often face particular challenges navigating the correspondent audit process. The IRS correspondent audit process, according to the Taxpayer Advocate Service, is structured to expend the least amount of resources to conduct the largest number of examinations, resulting in the lowest level of customer service to taxpayers having the greatest need for assistance. So they are auditing the low income, and they are not providing the resources necessary to help those low earners who are being audited to get the legal assistance or get assistance to guide them through or help them through those audits. By devoting additional resources at the start of the correspondent audit process, the IRS could provide an appropriate level of customer service during the audit, avoiding unnecessary costs and reducing the burden on the nation's least and most vulnerable, the low income. Now, finally, number 10 says IRS collection policies and procedures negatively impact low-income taxpayers. Many taxpayers have difficulty paying their tax liabilities. Low-income taxpayers in particular struggle to balance paying their tax debt with paying their basic living expenses, and not receiving their tax refund on time is not helping the situation. The IRS needs to get it together. This is not good news. According to the Taxpayer Advocate, this was detailed very well. If these issues continue, we are looking at a 2022 tax filing season with extreme delays. Unfortunately, we can only hope that they will get the increased staff and improvements to speed up the process. Let me know what you think in the comment section in regards to what the Taxpayer Advocate has expressed here. All right, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and come back for all of your updates, and I will see every one of you again very soon, and wishing you a early